Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. To start things off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
For similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds a man in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Alabama quickly back to the line. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen...
Looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Fighting off the defender. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning, but he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Now they're going to throw it. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right on the money. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
All right, defense, got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stop just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gators will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. 42 toss to the outside. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. It's a much-needed buy from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Alabama pushing the tempo. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Wants to keep it in the air.
And getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pull it down and run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Navy. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. to the ground with the back. Turning it on. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Hainsworth. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Flips it out on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Fires to the big fella. He'll work his way down to the 28. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Oh, the attempt is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Florida has moves the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You've got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
They send the tight end in motion. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Hold on just a second to flag down. Let's see what's up with that. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And the Gators trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Alabama! They take the lead with the 6.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll run it. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pulls it, fired complete. Always continues to fight for yards. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Gators want to move quickly.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Bully ball on third and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No huddle here for the offense.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Got his man quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Trying to barge their way in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the...
Touchdown, Gator! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Touchdown Tide! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Ole Miss looked...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do. A lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. From the gun, looking for a man. Working the middle, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw on third and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
The give on the option. Powers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hainsworth. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down play from the gun. Got him downfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Snagged out of the air. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
A huge chance for points here on third and goal. And if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, we're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away